So this might be new for Alex, but Jacob and I have been having a kindness war. His words. He used the word war.
I think it's more of a police action myself. But...
No. So this was to catch some people up. I've been starting at the beginning of the week. I left Jacob what I felt were some very encouraging notes with some nice puns to give him a smile to start his day off, to start his shift off right. And in return, he has gifted us some snacks. Most notably bread, which I know the chat will know because there's been a lot of bread puns. And bread, it's just been a lot of bread. It's been fantastic. It's all been very good bread. Mm. And today, well, actually, first let's start with what I left him last night, because I left him a nicely wrapped box that said, "Never gonna gift you up." Again, to give him a smile on his face to start the day.
He did smile.
And when he unwrapped it, he seemed very confused about my, what I called possibly a chocobo. It's not a chocobo.
Apparently, yeah, it turns out.
It turns out. It's a Funko Pop of a character named Ducky from Toy Story 4.
Okay.
And I need him to know. I know he went through. He told a fantastic story, because of course he did. He's a storyteller, about his journey with making the quick bread that he had made for us last night. And I need him to know that I spent 2 hours walking around all Victoria, because I didn't have access to a car, to try and find him a chocobo. And Heather, I could not find him a chocobo anywhere I went. There's maybe one store that wasn't open that would have had one. And so I went to another store and I described to them a chocobo. And, well, this was the closest thing I could find.
The man in the store said this was the one you wanted.
Yeah. And the reason I specifically wanted to find him this companion, which I believe is what they call them in Final Fantasy. I'm not really that familiar with Final Fantasy, but I know Jacob really loves Final Fantasy, is that everyone on Alpha Flight seems to have a pet. And Jacob is at the moon base, and he doesn't have a pet here. So I got him a very nice companion to keep him company.
And he looked so confused by it, and I don't know why.
I think
you had only good deeds in your heart, and you did him so dirty.
I beg to differ. I did everything to put a smile on his face, and I think I did. Eventually, after the confusion wore off.
That is...
So today, Jacob has clearly been paying very close attention to Zeta shift, because a note has been left, a thing he has never done before all week. I know, right?
The notes!
And the reason I didn't, we've been tweeting pictures of the things we've left each other on Twitter. You can find that. We've been tweeting at Desert Bus, but you can find Jacob Burgess VO, and I'm Lunar Jade, and there's a bunch of Twitters you should check out on the desertbus.org page of other people. But I couldn't tweet this one out because it would just give everything away. And everyone should be forced to watch Zeta Shift if they want to know what's going on. That's kind of how I felt about it.
What is Desert Bus if not an ARG?
Right?
Very much.
So, yeah, Molly?
Oh, it's very much an ARG. I was agreeing with Alex.
So, yes, this note reads, "Hey, Zeta. I'm sorry I can't be around for your shifts, but I wanted to say you're wonderful, and I hope you're having an awesome Desert Bus." This is a lovely thought. It is signed Love, Sarah Sarandon.
Oh. I mean...
Who is also
amazing that she got us a note.
A fantastic person. And then at the bottom, it says, there, a note. So I feel like he thinks he got one over on me because he signed this note as someone else.
No. He outsourced his kindness to Sarah.
And Sarah is a beautiful person, so I'm very happy to receive her words.
She's most kind, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't find a kinder note.
He has also, of course, left us some bread. So we're gonna...
I understand we're meant to eat it.
Yes.
Yep.
It's quite good.
Zeta has to eat the bread.
I get special
those at the moon base have to eat the bread. It's
okay, so eat Jacob's bread, for it is his body.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna put us on the overhead camera so you can see that the bread has been placed. Let me just zoom in a little.
Yeah, Alex, on the first day we took a bread oath, and so now we are under a bread thrall to Jacob, our bread master.
So, Beach,
Yeah.
you wanna reveal the bread?
I'd love to walk through this. Do I have my mic up?
Sorry,
That's
your mic
okay.
is now.
So this is
what?
the yeast of your problems.
So there's a whole collection of napkins that he's left under
I
here.
mean, we don't want to be crummy.
And I don't want to handle all of them if I can help it, but ta-da! The top of a... Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's encased. He's imprisoned the bread this time around.
Wow, it's in a containment.
It's okay. Jacob would never hurt you.
It's
He's
he
been
got
through
this bread
that
from
very
space,
much.
so it's
Let's see here. Hang on.
He just wants
Lift
to
and
prove
separate.
he cares.
Nice hiss.
bread. Let's
All right.
hear it for the bread.
Oh,
You do not cross the seal.
just want to
Oh
double
yeah,
check.
the first day the bread had a
Oh.
weapon hidden inside it,
Yeah.
so we
Wait,
had to
what?
be extra careful.
Oh,
The little
had a
paddle
file,
from the
so
bread
this,
machine.
this
Yeah.
one should have a lockpick.
It had a tiny
he really
blade from the
cares.
bread machine in it, spinning.
A blade from the bread machine.
Right, blade is maybe a poor choice of words.
Yeah. No, this one is clear.
Okay, good.
All right.
Beach has checked the butt of the bread, as is tradition.
Who wants the butthole?
It's the belly button. We agreed.
Right, the belly button. Who wants the belly button of the bread?
I'll take it.
All right. Well, I'm going to cut this, so I can do this in multiple ways. I can cut this into like multiple slices, or I can just cut it in 3.
There's 3 of us here today, so just cut it in 3.
All right.
In fun shapes, if you want.
It smells amazing.
Can you cut it in the shape of a Mobius strip to get infinite bread?
Well, no, you just have bread with a single surface.
Right.
Infinite bread.
All right.
You could get a Mobius crust, I think.
If I peel the bread like I'm peeling an apple, I could probably get. I could probably just keep peeling it over and over until
Yeah,
it's
do you think you could get the rind all in one piece?
just like daikon, right? Like.
Engineering, do you have the Zeta Eat the Bread song at your disposal?
Oh, they have everything.
I know.
We have a
It's a
We
rhetorical
actually have
question.
we have a new song.
we have a new thing actually set up for eating the bread
Bread the musical.
to this night. It includes a video which we're gonna also show at the same time.
All right. So,
Oh,
who had the
goodness.
belly button again?
I did.
Right. Corey,
bread
did you
navel.
want the other heel or did you want the middle piece?
That's real tough.
The heel turn?
I only have eyes for that middle piece.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
most bread piece looking bread piece.
The heart of the bread.
The platonic ideal of bread.
Middle
pretty-
bread, please.
pretty
I want
good.
what would be the sandwich in this loaf.
Right. The middle of the bread sandwich. You want the bread from the bread sandwich. All right. I will be right there with your bread.
Thank you.
All right.
Hooray. Oh, that is a cat on Molly's
yeah.
head.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Baby Doyle.
Yeah. So
That's really
I don't
something.
know if I'm supposed to explain the song we got, so I'll wait till Beach gets here and we're all prepped with our bread. Those of you who are at home, if you have another edible type thing, feel free. Find your bread replacement.
Did we just tell them to do drugs?
Edible is a real word that can be used in a manner of ways, so I'm gonna
Okay,
say no.
Heather,
don't
anything
we
is
call-
edible once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you see Tokyo Tower behind you. You could eat that.
Yeah. I looked the wrong direction, so that gave my green screen away. But hey, I tried.
Just because you forgot where the Tokyo Tower is does not mean your cover is blown.
Okay. Yeah, and Beach, you made. They have the video thing. And
I believe
bread
they have
presentation?
the new YouTube link that we received last night. That is the thing that they will be using for the video they'll be showing while we'll be eating this. I imagine.
do you want to
We'll get a
explain the video or?
I should probably explain what it is because we received we did this challenge, art challenge to win a shirt, and we did have a winner, and we had lots of great entries, but one of them was a video entry because we did say you could just put up a video link on YouTube, And so somebody did. And I like it in as much as it's a very creative way to approach this problem of how do you represent a work of art as bread. And the video itself has an explanation, so we're going to make sure that's the biggest one, I think, so you can actually read the explanation while it's going on, and it will explain itself to you. But this was submitted to us by, I can't find the name.
Strange Garden.
Thank you. Let us watch the video and eat.
Oh, bless. Bless! I'm so excited. This is impressive in a way that actually hurts me.
Right?
That was wonderful.
So
Thank you so much for that entry.
Thank you, Strange Garden.
it
The Strange
occurs to
Garden.
me that that sheet music was probably printed using the Gutenberg method.
Boo! Boo this man!
As a professional musician, Molly, I have to ask what your critique of that was.
No critique. I mean, it's a great adaptation. I've never seen a piece of music adapted to bread before. And that's a difficult thing to do with your human hands. Like, I think what is the Beach? Do you know the gist of that piece? It's they're clapping the same thing. It's just one of them is offset by a note, and so you eventually kind of loop around until you're back in sync again.
Yeah.
And if that's hard enough to do with your regular human hands, much less getting a sort of Monty Python style percussive sound out of two halves of bread.
I especially like the fact that both claps were represented by a different sound, so it was much easier to follow along. Because if you had two people just clapping, which is it's supposed to be clapping, the fact that one of them is shuff, 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 and I'm like, I like that it's like, good, you can actually hear the separation, you can hear them move apart from each other, and much like windshield wipers and the blinker of the guy in front of you, eventually they all just sync back up again.
Now, before we move on, I just want to say one more thing to Jacob. This has been a beautiful, beautiful kindness war all week. This is likely our last Zeta shift, and so I have left you a very special thing that has taken the last 3 days of all of my free time to create. And because I have learned from you, I see that you have left me a note that's beautiful that you've been listening and that you've left a note. But I'm going to take a cue from you, and I'm not going to leave you any note. You are going to find one singular object, and I know that when you see it, you will understand.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to tell us what it is?
No.
No.
That's part of the
That's
fun.
spoilers.
The less
Plus
you know.
All right.
I care,
that's
Jacob.
Awesome.
And we all know that this war just ends in mutual destruction anyway, so here we go.